Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. A little while ago I presented my Quest Druid deck for Ashes of Outland, and I gave the caveat that there were a couple of cards that I was a little bit uncertain about and needed more testing. But now I'm proud to say that I think I have solved Quest Druid for the current meta. I believe this is the list, 30 cards out of 30, this is it. There's nothing too much, there's nothing too little. This is great. I had a 67% win rate playing this deck. It's working just beautifully. And the key is to have this very, you could say even greedy win condition. Because I'm running Ysera, I'm running Archspore with Chiffon, and I'm running Sathrovarr. So Sathrovarr can then make copies of Ysera. There's often cases like Ysera is left alive on the board, because it's the portals that are the real threat, and not the Ysera. So Sathrovarr can make a copy of that. Or the Archspore, or sometimes the Prime, or sometimes just something comes out of a portal. I've even had another Ysera Unleashed come out of a portal and have made a copy of that one with Sathrovarr. So that's just beautiful. And this list is now 4 cards different than the last list that I showcased. I have got the swipes and I have got the Powers of Wild. Power of the Wild used to be pretty important. It still has good statistics in the deck. It helps close out those slower games. But I noticed that I don't actually need it to close out those slower games, because I already have all the value I need in the deck. So once I added Sathrovarr, the value of Power of the Wild became smaller. And that's why that has been replaced with 2 copies of Ironbark. And Ironbark in turn allow me to make some 5/15 Taunt Yseras, and then maybe even copy a 5/15 Taunt Ysera. Some pretty beautiful things can happen, and it just helps me defend, it helps me to survive so that I can use this greedy win condition. It's less stats overall than what Power of the Wild is, but Ironbark just additional taunts, more survivability. And the other cut was the swipe, because there are not a lot of 1 health minions in the meta right now, so swipe doesn't really do that much. And that has been replaced by Bog Beam. Bog Beam is adequate at answering early threats. Once you hit that 7 mana, Bog Beam becomes free, so then you just do really big tempo plays. And then you can draw like multiple cards with Rising Winds, and you can spend those cards and draw with Nourish and spend those cards, so that your hand size doesn't become an issue. So while there are still not a lot of people playing Quest Druid in Ashes of Outland, I had really good results with this, and I believe that this is now a fully competitive deck, all ready to play. As for the mulligans with this deck, you're always holding on to the Untapped Potential and the Crystal Merchant, just great early game cards. Then if you're up against something aggressive, you need Wrath or you need Crystal Power, something to help you in the early game, and whenever you can, hold on to Nourish. If you're up against something really aggressive, you may need to look for something a little bit removal there for the early game. But if you have a little bit of something already, then Nourish. Or if it's a slower matchup, always keep Nourish. Nourish is now even more important than before, because the addition of Ironbark and Bog Beam mean that hitting that 7 mana just allows you to do so much free stuff. If you enjoy this content, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and click the bell icon to get notifications when new videos come. And now, let's go take a look at the best Ashes of Outland Quest Druid in action. Statistics show that Swipe is still one of the weakest performance cards. So even though there are useful boards, of course there are useful boards, I wouldn't run the card in the deck if there weren't. And also, other people have tried to replace it and failed. So obviously it contributes to the deck in some way, but the question is, can I find more optimal contributors to the deck? But this one is going to be crazy, right? Ah, it's a Malygos Druid, it's not a Spell Druid. So we might have a little bit more time. Let's see, I mean there's still the Glowfly Swarms, but there's no Savage Roar. So that might help. Which meta was your favorite for Priest? Priest was always bad when I played it. So I guess Priest has no favorite meta. Let's draw a card. Ooh, that Nourish. Nourish is good. Does he even have an answer to this? Yeah, he seems to have. But he might also choose to draw with that. Double Overgrowth is pretty good, I have to say. Having 9 mana on turn 5 is a very useful skill to have. So we'll see what happens. We might just end up losing after all. Because my opponent has a lot of mana. This is turn 5. No, this is turn 4 actually. Yeah, this is turn 4. Because he played Breath of Dreams into double overgrowth. So this is turn 4 Ysera. Turn 4 everyone. Turn 4. I don't think I've seen this before. I mean that card played on turn 4. I believe I have not. It looks pretty strong there. Okay. Let's see. Well, I mean, it's Hearthstone, you can always get high rolled. That's some adequate high rolling right there. Also need to use the crystal power to kill that Onyxia. Playing the crystal merchant out there just to die, or alternatively to be ion barked. Doesn't seem to do much. Even with the iron bark it doesn't seem to do much. Let's just hope he can't find the portals, because I mean 7 portals, 26 cards in deck. It's very unlikely that he picks up a portal. And it's also unlikely that he gets like a huge dragon immediately from a portal, like this Deathwing that he picked up there. That just doesn't happen, really. Hi, Sad. I think we need to set up a couple of taunt minions here.
Behold, jewels of the sun.
Like this. But chance of success seems extremely low at the moment. But we'll see. Hearthstone gives, sometimes Hearthstone takes away. He just might not have any more good cards. I mean, it's unlikely that he would high roll so hard. Right? Well, that's a 3/5/5. Okay, okay. Well, now he only has 1 dragon in hand. But I can kill the Deathwing. We'll leave the Mountseller alive. But he has 1 dragon in hand, and that's going to be a top deck card. So how much damage can he really do? I'll kill off that Deathwing. I'll develop an Anubisath. Develop an Oasis Searcher. I can trade away that one. Like, only 1 top deck card here. How much can he really do with that? Oh, it was actually 2 cards and a minion. Well, okay. Oh, look at that. It was actually 5 cards and a full board of minions. You think this is your time? It is mine. That's fairly impressive. I mean, if you're in a good enough position to have a computer and be watching Twitch here, though, your life cannot be all that bad. Well. It looks like this game just was not to be won. Maybe Necromancer. Anything is possible. Hectic. Thanks. I'm glad you've enjoyed the videos. Alright, let's go. I want the quest completed by turn 5. Demon Hunter didn't have a 1-drop. That's good. Kept 2 cards anyway. That's bad. But we'll see. What is your favorite hero art? Oh, that one I really don't know. I have to say, I don't know.
Hey, I got you, friend.
Maybe it's... Maybe it's Tyrande? I'm not sure. Anyway. 2 more turns until the quest is complete. Now I can't kill the Sightless Watcher. Do I want to save the Rising Winds for draw later? Or do I want to get some tempo going here? 3-2 Eagle here is fine. Let's make a 3-2 Eagle. Give him something to use for target practice.
All I see is weakness.
I don't think I can let the Satyr Overseer stay. Because that taking that 4 damage feels kind of bad. But what do I use to kill it? I can use the Bulk Beam. That's fine. Alright, quest is complete. Now we've got that one done. But then, what sort of Demon Hunter? It's the Warglaives of Azimuth. Ouch. 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 There's my Archspore though. So I can Wrath this one down. Pow. It's gone. Then I can play the Archspore. He's just going to smack through it, I know. I think I still want it over there. I could also just play Rising Winds and Crystal Power in my face.
So many contradictions.
That might also be fine. That draws a card. Cards are fun. I do need to use this opportunity to go to 19. Let's do it like this. I'll take 2 from there. They don't have to hit me 3 times to make it more worthwhile to have used the Crystal Power on that one. So that's a Claybound Adept. Clearly a Claybound Adept. So if I nourish now, I will have 2 mana. And Iron Box will be free.
How curious.
But I would have to get a card to kill the Claybound Adept or I'm dead. What are the odds? But if I Starfall,
So many
he still gets to smack me in the face and I'm dead to a Metamorphosis. I think we nourish. Let's see what I can pick up.
Sands of time run low.
So that's an Anubis Defender. That's another Taunt minion. I can taunt this one up too. I can kill that one. So now I'm sitting behind 2 taunts. And 1 Warglaive doesn't go through 2 taunts. So maybe I can survive this. This way I'm not dead to a Metamorphosis in hand. And I thought that was important here. I'm dead to Kain. But I was probably dead to Kain no matter what. Well, actually, if it's the Starfall play, I would not have been dead to Kain. It would have been 2 off. He would have needed a little bit more.
I grow impatient.
But I would have been dead to that. And now I'm not. I'm alive! Well, now obviously we'll have to heal. That's kind of mandatory in a position like this. So I go to 15. What can I draw with this? I could draw Wrath to kill that. I could draw Steel Beetle. It's safer to play the Archspore. Set up 2 taunt minions on the board.
Do you see what must
Then there is an Altruist too. Is it lethal? Altruist gets pretty close at least. But does it get all the way? No, because the 6/4 couldn't go face. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful, I'm still alive. I'm still alive. Still alive. Just look at that. Still alive here. Okay, I'm going to Starfall this board. I can draw a card first. See if I can pick up like an Ironbark or a Steel Beetle or something. I cannot. But I can Starfall the board. And I can set up Crystal Merchant to draw more cards. Now he's showing 2 damage. He needs another 10 to kill me. And that 10 wasn't there last turn. Well, he has a Skull of Gul'dan. But I already saw the Metamorphosis, which is the big burst. But I have a Steel Beetle that can heal me a little bit again.
Hey, I got you, friend.
But I can Starfall this board away again. Misshifen Prime. If I play Misshifen Prime, I will die to a Cane. I do not want to die to a Cane. Therefore, I want to hit... I have to trade this away over there, right? Yeah, I have to. If I also want to heal, and I do want to heal. Can't afford to do double Searchers. Or can I just kill these 2 and draw more cards? Leave him with 1 on board, I go to 13. I can afford to do that, that is acceptable. So it's a Searcher and the Steel Beetle. Trade away the bigger threats. That one just goes face. I go to 13, he has 1 on board. I get more card draw. 3 cards though. That's 2, so he needs another 11. That's 1. That's 2. Still needs another 9. Needs another 9.
All I see is weakness. Our enemies will fall.
Alright, we've got this, we've got this. This is all good. This is all good. Well, this is just Misshifen Prime, isn't it? Trade. Trade away the whole board. Have a Misshifen Prime on board. Yes, that's the way this turn goes. Just trade it all out. Just trade it all away. And take the win. Statistics on the deck are also extremely bad. Tempo Priest is just... It's completely unplayable. There's no reason to ever even try. You can't get worse than Tempo Priest. even with Shaman. I just know. But let's see about this game. Up against the Mage, so we can expect a lot of randomness. Kept 2 cards, so there could, and a coin, so there could be like a turn 5. Dragoncaster. Doesn't look like a spell mage, so it's going to be Highlander. I have a turn 6 Nourish coming. I can get the Steel Beetle out there. Get a little bit of stuff going on. Get some cards away from my hand now that I even have some card draw coming. We can work with this.
Your wish is my suggestion.
That's really weird. Zephyrus. You usually would have Zephyrus on 2 for ramp. So I have no idea why he did that. I think I'm trading in the way, but that was one of the stranger plays. Does it still give you ramp on 3? Because I don't think it does, but if it does, then... But he still should have played on 2 for that ramp. Well, that's just nonsense. But fine. I'm okay with it. I'll do it if he likes. But that was incredibly weak use of Zephyrus. Well, he could have a Reno there, he could coin Reno, he could try to win with like Tempo. But how do you win with Tempo from a couple of minions? Ah, he has Dragoncaster into Deep Freeze. Well, turn 5 nonsense begins. But is that even strong enough? Well, it's a board. He still has 2 cards left that he kept, so neither of these were even kept. I'm obviously going to Nourish here. Popqueen doesn't actually kill anything. No real use for my 2 mana, but I can play an Anubis Defender out there. Get a little bit of something going. How much of a hurry am I in? That's 11, 14 damage. I have a Hidden Oasis in hand. I seem to be doing fine so far. There could be a Reno, of course. Arcane Breath can discover something suitable. Malygos can potentially discover something suitable, so if he gets like burn, then maybe that's a way that he can do something. Uses 2 minions to hit into that one. That was very curious. Can I afford to just play the Ysera? And like Bok Beam Twilight Drake? 7, 10, 12 damage. Too bad I didn't find an Iron Bark. That would have been so sweet with the Ysera. 2 random spells. Can be scary. Single Starfall doesn't clear anything really. I think it's just Ysera. I actually think I'm going to Bok Beam Water Elemental to prevent some freezes. 13 damage on board, he needs another 15. That's not too easy to come by. I have the potential to do like Hidden Oasis into Starfall because of the Innervate. A lot of options here. So I was able to pick up a Conjurer's Calling based on that movement. Yeah, that's a good pickup. Definitely a nice pickup there. I could double Starfall this board, but he still has a lot of other threats left. I've seen the Malygos spell now though, so that's just random stuff. And that's the Conjurer's Calling, of course. A lot of options here. Starfall and Starfall. That still leaves the Malygos alive. One Starfall and this goes... yeah, that's not too great either. I think this is actually a hidden oasis. This one is actually a hidden oasis.
Sands of time run low.
Into Innervate Searcher. Searcher can kill the 4/8 over there. I think this is acceptable. Reno doesn't do anything, he needs something else. He had an Arcane Explosion, that's good. Now Malygos is the biggest minion he has there, so Malygos is the one that he can Conjurer's Call. Does not choose to go with the Conjurer's Calling though. Peculiar. I start to get some Dream Portals going. If I could just draw like Ironbark, I would taunt up to Ysera and make a copy. And that would be game. 6 + 5, 11 damage on the board. I think I may have to nourish now. Still no Ironbark. Well, I did get an Wizard Defender. That's something, I guess. Alright, that one. I can heal up a little bit. Seems fine. He can't play Amazing Reno yet. I actually did get the Ironbark there. Well, I would need to be able to remove one of my minions so that I can Sathrovarr and Ysera. If I can't Sathrovarr and Ysera, he can have more value than I can remove. Because there's the Amazing Reno left. Okay, so now I seem to be fine, right? So first off, I'm going to Ironbark and Ysera here. Then I'm going to Sathrovarr that Ysera. So that I get one in deck and one in hand. And one on board. And then I need to deal with this. I need to hit over there. Now I have a dragon in hand, so this one is active. This one can trade there. So this deals 3 damage to all enemy minions. So it's going to hit into this one, right? It will still have a bunch of minions left. Yeah, well, that happens. One goes over there, deals the damage. This one goes over there. I suppose this one kills that. Yeah, let's kill that. I guess this is fine. He can have the Amazing Reno, but I have now 3 Yseras. So if he Amazing Reno's this board, I can just play another Ysera next turn. So there will be plenty of Dream Portals. I have 8 real cards left, so I don't really want to draw a whole lot. But these Yseras should give me a sufficient number of boards to defeat the Mage. I've seen the Zephyrus, I've seen the Dragon Queen. Well, there's a puzzle box and there's Kalecgos and a bunch of other stuff. We'll see. Well, there's an Archspore too, but I mean I want the Dream Portals now. Let's put some more Dream Portals into the deck. Let's turn the Tysera into a 5/15 taunt while I'm at it. He's able to create a 0/6 Serpent Egg out of thin air. Powerful. He main decks Polymorph in that deck. That is surprising. Main deck Polymorph definitely was not what I expected. Can I afford to draw once? I can afford to draw once. Let's get some pressure here. Kill off the Solarian. Get some more Dream Portals going. I mean, I would obviously like to get, you know, the big dragons. 7, 8 held on this board right now. Fine, I'll commit more minions, so that he can't really know this board. There's no particular reason for me to kill the egg. Well, he gets 10/10 stats for free. Guess that's kind of nice. He still has the Blizzards left. He still has a Conjurer's Calling left. But Conjurer's Calling destroys the minion, so it will still give me the Mischiefin Prime. Doesn't have board space to play Power of Creation now. Could of course play a Blizzard. Then I cannot kill the Kalecgos. Can he burn me down? An interesting option too. Alright, now I might lose some portals. I end up losing a portal. Just one though. It's cool. So I will Starfall the Kalecgos, of course. Then 16, 17, 20 damage here. I do need to kill the Kalecgos still. Don't spend a Bock Beam to kill the Kalecgos. I probably want to trade a couple of small ones into it. Because I have a lot of portals left. Can he find a Polymorph? It's unlikely. I think actually trading 2 minions is okay. 6 portals, more than half my deck is portals. I'll trade 3 minions. That's acceptable. Trade 3 minions, that still leaves enough stuff on the board. Punch him in the face a little. He randomly gets to destroy a 5/5. That's sweet. So he has the Reno left. He has the Power of Creation left. He has the Puzzle Box left, of course. Cartut into Calling, I'm cool with that. So I can do another Starfall here, I believe. Starfall over there. Don't also spend a Bock Beam. And this is always going face, right? No, this is the corrupted one. This could have traded. Well, I guess that one could have traded indeed. 12.
Sleep now.
I do want to maintain the board here. Let's keep the board like this. That's okay. The Holy Rats, and that actually kills a minion. Quite impressive. His RNG has been definitely on point. But I have 5 Dream Portals, Ysera and Mischiefin Prime left in the deck. So can his RNG really serve him well enough to beat all of that? Is it time to shuffle another portal set? No, not really. Not yet. We'll go for that a little bit later. Let's fill the board first again. Like this. This sufficient? Oh, he gets a Plague of Flames. Randomly pops his egg and kills a minion. Splendid RNG. Simply exquisite RNG here. That Reno is never going to kill the minions other than the 3-2, but he still has 4 mana left after that, so he might be able to do more. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more.